Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, y'all? The Dallas Cowboys signed Carl Lawson. I'm familiar with Carl Lawson. Familiar as in not just knowing who the player is, but, I remember when he first came out, Auburn. I had him as, a quality edge player. And, he went to the Bengals. I don't think he went anywhere else. If he is, I'm not too sure. But here, the Jets. Now, let's give you my thoughts in regards to it, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this film. I like to look at one of the most recent. And this was his most recent game. I believe the last game that he appeared in. So for the most part, maybe one rep, maybe two at the most is missing. But we pretty much got his reps in this game. You see, how I like to do it is I don't like to just look at highlights. I like to look at what you did over the course of the game, so I can figure out is how you play a highlight, or is you trash, or is you solid, or is you one of them ones. Now, some of y'all may remember I was on board in saying that I was confused on why the Cowboys didn't sign Carl Lawson a week or two ago. I wasn't in favor of signing Shaka Tony and that Muhammad dude. I wasn't in favor of that. I was not in favor of that. And I didn't understand why Carl Lawson wasn't signed. But I don't know. Things could have played a part, whether it been money or whatever the case may be. Who knows? Because at the end of the day, somebody like Carl Lawson should be on somebody's roster. He really should. And Carl Lawson is a solid player, y'all, right? One thing's for sure in regards to the Cowboys is we're going to get a solid rotational piece. And with the current makeup of this team, possibly a starter. Some of the things that he brings this team can use, right? Carl Lawson is not going to give us 10 sacks a year. I wouldn't expect 10 sacks in a year. But Carl Lawson can give you solid production. Now, especially in watching this game, Carl Lawson was pretty much the third defensive end. I think it was like Johnson, I don't know if he was 90 something, but they had some solid players on the edge. So with Carl Lawson, how I seen somebody, right, who was willing to play against the run, somebody who showed some hustle, has some tightness in his hips, but will come. Let me make sure that I ain't having no volume issues real quick, y'all. Give me a second. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Make sure I ain't just talking to myself. Volume issue. There we go. All right, we good. But yeah, back to Carl Lawson. Let me go take this off. Carl Lawson is a solid piece, right? This team was in need of a defensive end. Oh yes, and for sure, right? Like I know that Micah was going to play a good portion. Tank was going to play a good portion, but after that, you was in the unknown. Like what you was going to do? Rely on a rookie, Marshawn Nilly, who got to go through his ups and downs. She was going to rely on bum ass Shaka Tony, who ain't played in a while, even though he hurt. You was gonna rely on bum ass Muhammad, you know. Even though I like Fahoko, you was gonna rely on him. He ain't never done nothing in the league. You gonna rely on Ghostin? You know, and none of that makes sense. And that loss of Sam Williams really do hurt. But what Carl Lawson can give is like a bridge player for this year. I believe Carl Lawson can give us some solid contribution this year, right? Y'all know I've been kind of down on the signings, but I'm not down on this signing. Y'all know I wanted him, and going back and look at the film, I'm like, yeah, this is that's yeah. So y'all gonna watch. Um, we're gonna go over some of this film with me, right? I just kind of glance over, kind of just piece this together, and I just planned on going it over live with y'all. You know, let's look at this band together and see, you know, what y'all think, right? I like the signing. I know some people may not be familiar with the signing, so one thing we can do is get familiar with this signing. So, and I know I told y'all that I was going to do incorporate some ALL-22 lies, man, because you know some more this year. So here's the first one of the season. So let's go ahead and go over this film, man. Uh, I was kind of going over some things in regard. Y'all might hear my voice. I was kind of doing some placeholder things. I was talking some mess, but I'm gonna let it roll anyway. Y'all know how I get. But let's get into it, man. This pretty much, I think maybe this one clip. There was one play that was pointless. I didn't really care to look at that. Like I'm 100% sure. And maybe one like I had to really, really dial in because one thing's for sure. They Quincy Wilson. Y'all know I like Quincy Wilson. Quincy Wilson would sometimes be on the edge, but how I knew is because Quincy Wilson sometimes looked out of place in regards to like how he went about handling the edge. Like he was kind of light, you know. So you know, at times I'm like, is that 56 or that 58? And y'all know how them sixes and them eights can kind of get, especially when them jerseys kind of crunched up. But yeah, so that's what probably kind of took me a little longer to try to do it like that. That's Carl. Like, yeah, you know, I had to look at it. Hey, like, yeah, that's Carl. So let's go ahead and correct. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. Right here, man. 58, Carl Lawson. Look like look like he was setting that wall. Y'all gonna probably hear me mention that too. Uh in the little video that I'm playing. Look like he was setting that wall, keeping him in the pockets. You know how Sam Howell, he'll get out that pocket. He'll get out that pocket. So it looked like he was kind of setting that wall and
Look like he's setting the wall.
collapsing on him.
You know how I like to
See, one thing I
escape.
noticed though, one thing I noticed is that Carl Lawson does some team player stuff, and y'all know we need a lot bit more of them because we got some selfish individuals on this team. And and when we go through this film, you're gonna see that he does some team player type stuff. You can see some of his rushing limitations, right? Uh, you know, he got a little tightness, right? That's why he never became a 10-sack a year type of dude. You but what Carl Lawson can do, right? Especially with 11 and 90 on the other side. And if we can get Phillips to push that pocket consistently, I think Carl Lawson can get you about 4 or 5 sacks. Just being honest with you, just off of like his hustle, just off of him being a team player, and the attention being on the other. I think he can get you for 4 or 5 sacks. To be honest with you, I think he can replace the sacks that Dorrance Armstrong left. If he could have got a little bit, he could have bended a little better. He probably would have got that edge on him. Knock them hands off you, boy.
Better knock them things down, Carl.
Hell yeah.
Knock them hands down. Knock that thing down. He missed on that one,
Get
didn't
them
he? Look.
long arms off you, boy.
Hold up. Knock them things down, boy. We're playing.
Shit, I might not got to say nothing because I don't remember what I said up in here.
There you go. Caught him.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Shoot, you might gotta yeah, man. Y'all see as we pause, like shit, man, get them hands off you, Carl. I don't know how long Carl arms is. Right? I don't know how long his arms is, but don't matter, you know. Shit, you fight through it.
Get them hands off you, boy. Dip.
Dip them shoulders, boy, and get underneath, man, and go get
Carl
that quarterback,
hips.
Carl. Right here. That's what I like right here. I like that. You see that?
Okay, Carl.
You got that weak ass tight end off of him. You see how you did that tight end? Got off, squeezed him down, and got in on the play. That's beautiful. I like that. That's beautiful. Look at squeeze it down, boom. Collapse that thing down, and then get off and get into play.
Carl. Good playing, Carl.
Look at that. Get your low ass off. Get out that low ass boy.
That little,
and then got in there.
tight
That's
end
beautiful.
off you, boy. You better shit, man.
Low ass boy.
That little ass tight end off you, boy. There you go.
There you go. That's good play right there.
Hell yeah.
That's that hustle, man. Carl Lawson gonna hustle, man. Carl Lawson gonna hustle. And one thing, you know, he improved on. I say he improved on because I watched him in college. He improved on his ability to play the run and being strong with his hands. I like that. See, you know, we have a DN or linebacker who's kind of run away from tight ends. You know, I'm gonna take that shot at him though, but this is what a DN is supposed to do. If you got a tight end, there shouldn't be 10 times out of 10 should know. I don't give a damn if it's George Kittle or what. 10 times out of 10, a DN should never block a tight end. I mean, a tight end should never block a DN. Never. Never. We throw them like rag dolls. We go against 300 and some pound tackles every day. What you look like this little 240, 250 pound, not even that big these days in time. 230 now. It's like you getting blocked by somebody like that. Man, if you don't go ahead and swing his ass around and get it on the play.
Flesh, too.
Right here. Oh, beautiful stunt. Beautiful stunt. Look at the ET. Look how you set him up. Look how you set him up. Boom, get in there.
Come over.
Come around.
Okay.
If you would have held that ball a little longer, that's sack. Open him up, too. Look at him. He opened up.
Sold him up. Field came in. Good job, Carl.
That was he opened up.
That was good, Carl. Sell him up field.
That's that team player in him, man. Sell him up field. Open him up.
He open. Come in.
in. Wrap around.
Yeah, good job, Carl. Good job, Carl.
Look at that. That's good hands right there.
Carl. Good hands.
On this side where my mouth's at. That's good hands. That's good hands. Hold on, we're going to go back on that play.
Oh, no, that's not the one. Let's go back.
Right here. Smack this receiver down. There you go. Smack his ass down. I like that. Y'all know I like that type of play, y'all. Y'all know I like that type of play. Any chance we get to beat up on wide receivers, tight ends, beat them up. And he just slapped his ass down, man. Big
see that one more again.
Slap his ass down and get in on there. Make him feel you.
Slap his ass down. There you go. Hell yeah, Carl. Hell yeah, Carl. All right. Where you at? Right
Look at that.
What we on,
What
Carl?
did he swim to? This the swim one?
Huh.
He's up in the way, boy. You get up in the way, you got to get it put on your ass. You get in the way, you got to get put on your ass. Look at that.
Could have set that up a little bit better.
Swim on.
Still got him anyway.
Saved him,
he just
didn't
had
he?
help. Good move, though.
Saved him, didn't he?
Yeah, Carl showing a little bit pass rush, ain't he, though?
That's for damn sure.
Carl showing a little pass rush. Look at him. Look at him, little herky jerky on his dog ass. Okay, look at Carl. Look at Carl on his dog ass. Swim over there. Hell yeah. Old boy saved him. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
We just going through the clips, y'all.
Go get it, Carl.
I would have liked for him to jump on him a little earlier.
What you doing, man?
You know, that's just the
You
hustle.
better dive on that, Carl.
But he went to go get it.
Look at that. Go get that, Carl. Quit playing. Tell me Carl should have got that, though.
See it? Boom.
Didn't he wait to go do the Humpty?
See, I thought he could have dive on his ass right there. Shoot. You know, I think Carl had a ACL or whatever the case, so that could have been a business decision, though. Could have been.
He dumped him, man, after. Man, he want to get on that pile. Like, boy, Carl, you better go get that earlier. But nonetheless, we see the effort.
Standing up in the two.
Go get it. Go get it.
You can see, like, you know, he kind of, I wouldn't say he a limited athlete, because but you know, you can see the tightness in his hips when he moves, right? You know, he ain't the most fluid defensive end in the world, but he get the job done, and that's all we can ask for, especially with a vet and somebody who done been there, who got
get it, Carl.
Because that's what we lacking for experience. To be honest with you, tank ain't enough. Now we lost a lot, and we rolling
Carl on this side now, y'all. What you on, Carl? Let me see them hands.
Get them hands off you, Carl. Shit. Them hands off you, Carl. You got in them, though. He got in him early.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he lost. It's all right, though.
It's
all right, though.
Shit, he lost that rep. It is what it is.
His arms might not be that long, though. I'm looking. I guess it's all right for his size. I think Carl like 6'1", I think.
Huh?
Look at that. See that? Got him. Got him. See if he try to recover. Let's see how he try to recover.
Look at that. He in him. Off me, Carl. Get him off you.
Get him off you, Carl. Get to recover on that. It's all right, though. It's all right. That's just one bad rep. That's all it is. Man, if he ain't running to old boy, that could have been him right there. You see how he dipped on? That could have been Carl. Let's see the get off. Decent. It's okay. Could have been better for in my eyes. Could have been better. But Carl gets off the ball decent, though.
Let's look at the get off. It's decent.
Yeah. Shit, man, if he ain't run into him, that might have been Carl right
there. Could have had one maybe then. If he ain't run into old boy, he might have had one. Look at that. Damn. Carl might have had that one, y'all. He was down there. My bad, y'all.
How we looking, Carl?
Keep fighting. Hold the edge.
Fighting. Extend that thing. Set that edge, Carl. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Hold that thing. Good job, Carl.
Oh,
Don't
decent
move,
on your
boy.
run. That's for damn sure.
Carl still got some juice, though, y'all. Carl still got some juice.
Yeah. Take them on. You got the tackle. You got with the tight end on you. Keep fighting through. He already had originally. Uh, I don't know what his scheme called for. Sometimes they be like all outside of the tight end. Sometimes they be like still break it in between the tight end and the tackle. So I didn't know what he called, but the way he played it, it could have been like he held and grind right here outside of the tackle in between that and just roll with the punches on that. I want to
Yeah.
look like his job was, I guess, the way he fought it, the way he played it was to stay in between it, just hold it and keep the tackle squeezed down.
Hold up.
But you can
One
see
more again.
him playing. You can see him being a team player though, right? That's big. That's big, man.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I like Jordan Phillips, y'all, that boomer sooner type of thing. I think this was probably the better signing though. To be honest with you, I think this was the better signing. Not saying that the Jordan Phillips was going to be bad, because like I said, if Zim get that hot out of him, how I told y'all last night that Jordan Phillips was hot and cold. If Zim get that hot on him, we got us a football player. I'll speak more on that in a little bit after we go ahead and go through this, Carl. But yeah, that's pretty much going through it. We'll go ahead and keep it played though. But yeah, man, it's a decent signing. It's a signing that's gonna prove we needed it. I'm glad that Zim is on their line and telling them, because Zim, this is all Zim though.
Feel
Zim,
like he's setting the wall.
look, what y'all giving me right now, it ain't good enough. I need more. You know, I need this for us to be a functional defense, and you can see like the activity. Not only signed, like they didn't sign what they done made like 4 transactions in like a matter of a week with Tony and Muhammad, Phillips, Lawson, right? And I know they ain't done yet. So you can see like Zim trying to figure out and piece his D line together. And it needs to be put together in the worst way. It needs to be put together in the worst way. But I like this Carl Lawson signing, y'all. I do. Don't expect no 10 sacks out of him. Expect somebody that's going to do his job, that's going to be a team player, that's going to be solid against the run, and give you some decent pass rush, and be a decent pass rusher. That's what you can expect out of Carl Lawson, right? Probably played most ends. I think Carl Lawson like putting his hold up, did Carl Lawson have the inside hand down? I had to go look at that real quick. But Zim will get on about that if he ain't got his inside shade hand down. But yeah, Carl Lawson for the most part. Oh, he got his right hand down, huh? but uh you got to get on that. But Carl Lawson, Zim gonna get him technical. But yeah, Carl Lawson gonna be somebody that's gonna work hard and be a solid pickup. I like the pickup. I think it was much needed pickup. He'll make the team as well too. I don't see how he don't make the team. He would have to be god awful for him not to make the team. And I ain't gonna say it ain't possible, but this is his last game. I don't think Carl Lawson gonna be god awful, right? Let me talk a little bit more about Phillips real quick, right? Right. Get a little bit more specific today since we on live. With Phillips being that big but can move that well, Phillips can play damn near all the alignments on that defensive line. 0 through the 5 is where I would have him at. And I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Hopefully Zim will peep this out. But I remember over there in Buffalo, there would be times where he lined up in that 5, right? And and he will get some nice and he will get some good rush. You can do a multitude of things with him. Just having him play after play after play, like you got to put some movement in his game, right? You got to get him on the move sometime, get his juices flowing because, um, like I said, he's hot and cold. When it's time, when it's game time, like when we played against somebody that he get up for, like playoffs, whatever case, I think he gonna get up and play ball. He's a good he a good player. He's been a solid player his whole career. That's for damn sure. He's been a solid player, and he can be that for us. Like I said, I'm just a tad bit concerned on like why the hell would the Giants like give us a player like that unless they seen something in camp that ain't being discussed. Who knows? But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out this week, next week. We're gonna find out real soon. But yeah, you could put him in a multitude of alignments. 3 tech, 1-0, right? A lot of the times, to be honest with you, I think I would like him better head up on the tackles and in the 1 tech in 2 eye, like him slanted, him lining up on the inside shoulder. There'll be times where he gonna have to go ahead and play head up on the guard or head up on the center, which he can do, right? Especially like on passing downs, right? Him head up over the center, like what he did at Oklahoma, him head up over the center, that can prove to be a good move in returns to this team. Because one thing's for sure, you can't have him on 3rd down. When you call about your NASCAR package or however package that Zim want to call it, you can't include Phillips in that. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't see why you wouldn't include Phillips in that. Because you got a lot of DNs that's going to go ahead and clamp down and rush inside on 3rd down. But when you got this big boy right there who got the quickness to get upfield and push the pocket, I think I will go ahead and try my luck in doing that. He's been a solid player, right? A lot of the times I see him get home on stunts. He got home on stunts. ET stunt, I believe it was man, it might have been against the Jets, to be honest with you. I think it was against the Jets. He had got home on the stunt. Like he got a burst to him, a closing burst to him. That's good. But one thing for sure, what I want him to do, this is all I want him to do. I want him to push the pocket, and I want him to play strong. And everything else will just come for. I need him to play strong. We got to, right? He big boy for sure. I need him to play strong. I will cut down on him snaps some because that's possible. Because he didn't have some injury concerns over in his career. So what I would do, I would cut his snaps a little bit. This is where a combination of having Osa, Mozzie, Phillips, and Davis. I believe Davis gonna make this team. Carl Davis. This will be a combination where you can go ahead and split them reps up, and not even including probably times where they'll probably put the rookie at 3 tech, rush Micah inside. Like we're gonna run a different. We're gonna run 3-man fronts, 4-man fronts, probably some 5-man fronts. So I wouldn't play him like hella snaps, but I will play him in enough snaps where he can be effective, where he can stay fresh, and where he could continue to play strong throughout the game. Because I think I think in this situation, especially where his age at, because I think he's like 32. I think if you play him a lot of snaps, he might wear down and he might not be as effective as he did in some condensed snaps, if we're just being honest here. So I think that'll work better for his favor. And just keep him fresh for down the stretch. But that's it. But he's a good player. He's just hot and cold. That's my only thing is that consistency at times. Sometimes, like you've seen in that film, like damn man, he was on skates. And there's times where you'll see him lock out and be like, damn, that boy's strong. Like damn man, he'll beat that center, he'll beat that guard up, right? Because at the end of the day, if everybody in the interior is playing at his best, there wouldn't be nobody that can go ahead and get up to him in regards to his talent level. Because he's a talented player. He just sometimes shows inconsistencies. That's all it is. It ain't nothing against him. It's just at times he showed inconsistency, you know. But yeah. Overall, I like the signings, uh, but there probably is going to be some frustration in regards to Phillips at times. There is. I'm sure there's going to be some frustration, y'all. You know, we can't be oblivious to it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some frustration to it. You know, so we got to be mentally prepared for that. But other than that, hey, like how we felt and how we thought about this D line is better. Like if we just coming from a what we see on paper point of view, of course we got to see it on the field. But from what they've done on paper, it's better uh, coming in this preseason game than it was last preseason game. Uh, I think with Mozzie Smith being at the weight that he's at right now, you got Phillips, and then you even got Rogers. I think uh, Zim has some flexibility as far as what he can do body wise. Now, performance wise, like I said, you know, they're probably going to be a learning curve. And signing these vets can help us out with our learning curve, right? Because let's be honest with you, Mozzie ain't never been in a position like this where he's going to be counted on, right? And then on top of that, last season was pretty much a wash, you know. So he's going to go through a learning curve as well. Nealon's going to go through a learning curve, and for Hoku say he's going to go through a learning curve. If Rogers make the team, which is possibility, or a practice squad, or he get called up down the line, he gonna go through a learning curve. So we have a lot of bodies out here, and even in the second level, the linebacker, we gonna have a learning curve. So when you look at it, you know, we relying on a lot of rookies and second year players, and if they ball, shit, man, that's cool. But if they don't, shit, we at the mercy of them, because who else we gonna run to? What Escape said, who can I run to? It ain't like we can run to no vets. So that's why I signed these two vets on the outside and the inside of your defensive line. I think is huge, because at least we can know what to expect. And they done seen some things, and we can go with it like that. Carl Lawson, even though I think he played like what, probably like 10 snaps in this game. I think we went over 10 snaps, I believe, or something like that. Carl Lawson will have to play a lot more than that. Carl Lawson going to have to give us about 20 to 25. If we're being honest, at least 20, at least 20 to 25. He going to have to. To be honest with you, both of these signings that we got back-to-back days can end up starting for your team, unless they sitting over there playing some unnecessary politics. I don't give a damn if they just came. You got to play your best players. And who you going to start at the defensive end? Unless you're starting Micah and Tank. If you're going to put Micah at backer, then Carl Lawson need to start. Like, who else you going to start? Marshawn Nealon? That don't make no sense. Start Carl Lawson. Phillips. What D tackle you got? More talented than him. Start him. Him and Osa. Hey, the whole Cowboy defense is probably gonna look different, especially in the front seven. But it is what it is. We knew that was gonna happen after we got our ass whooped by Green Bay. We knew there was gonna be some changes. Now they didn't address it the way we wanted to, but that's a repetitive story that we already done went over. So we're just trying to play football. I would love to see these two people in preseason this week. Especially, I would love to see Phillips, because off of the showing that he did, I think the showing that he had gave was probably kind of frustrating with them. Because why wouldn't you want, like, speaking from a Giant point of view, why wouldn't you want a rotation with Dexter Lawrence and Jordan Phillips? Why wouldn't you want them two big boys up inside? Why wouldn't you want that? So something had to happen for them to be willing to trade to us out of all people, right? Because we know what he can do, and I guess Zim we're just hoping that what we've seen in years past from Phillips, that he can do that for the Cowboys, and if he can, that's a win. But I believe what you're seeing from Lawson right now, I believe you're going to get that this year, barring that he stays healthy. I believe you're gonna get that. I think he got a 4 to 5 sack future, or you could say a 4 to 5 sack. What? How I want to say it? Floor, 4 to 5 sack floor. And then whatever's gonna come with it, gonna come with it. Cause somebody that come through with hustle like this, you know, how could hustle not get you at least 3 sacks? Hustle alone to get you 3 sacks. And the rest is just you winning your individual matchups when you get the 4 or 5. But it's gonna be very interesting, y'all. We're gonna see. We play the Raiders what? Saturday night. That's a good matchup, especially for what the Raiders want to do. That'll be nice to see how our defense goes against that. I'm kind of interested to see. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come through, share this with y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're watching on the playback, hit that like button for me. And till the next time, y'all, we gone.